Our speaker for today's webinar is a professor of botany, specifically plant physiology at the Plant Biology Division, Institute of Biological Sciences, UPLB. She has reached the highest academic rank of Professor 12 and holds the title of UP Scientist. Because she is very skillful in dealing with human resources, she has been tapped by the university for so many academic administrative posts. She had been director of the Office of Student Affairs and director of the Institute of Biological Sciences, to name a few. Of course, she had been head of the Plant Biology Division as well, many years back. Currently, she is the Quality Assurance Officer of UPLB and the Director of the UPLB Quality Assurance Office. Our speaker is a true-blooded botanist in the area of plant physiology. She took her BS Botany, major in plant physiology, specializing in mineral nutrition, and MS Botany, major in plant physiology, specializing in hormone physiology at UPLB, and a PhD in horticulture, major in crop physiology and specializing in stress physiology, also at UPLB, but which was a sandwich program within the University of Cadiz in Wales of UK under the auspices of the British Council. Her interests are plant tolerance mechanisms to abiotics, stresses like drought, flooding, and salinity, also heavy metals. She's very interested as well in bioremediation, plant growth regulators, and plants for cosmetics. Come second semester, she will be offering the course Plant Communication at the graduate level. Also, she will formalize the offering of a course on plants for cosmetics at the undergraduate level. And maybe one of these days she would be able to offer an advances on plant for cosmetics, maybe for the graduate level as well. These are very interesting courses, and I hope you will be able to grab this chance to enroll. On a more personal note, our speaker, she loves well-brewed coffee and is passionate about creating her own natural and plant-based personal care products, which she has generously shared with all of us at the Plant Biology Division. She will be discussing a very interesting and exciting topic that is much sought for, plants for vanity, how plants can improve your looks, be healthy and happy. So colleagues and friends, let us all welcome our resource speaker for today, Dr. Nina M. Cadiz.
Thank you very much, Dr. Watt, for that kind introduction. Plants for vanity? That is a question mark. Anyway, my lecture or my seminar is about how plants could improve our looks, be healthy, and happy. So let's start by defining what vanity is. So vanity is a quality of having too much pride on one's appearance or accomplishments or achievements. Kaya pag sinabi natin a person is vain, yun ay yung taong self-centered, no? One who has a high opinion of himself or herself, particularly yung appearance, abilities, or worth. Kaya nga doon sa pelikulang Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, sabi nga doon nung was it Freya, no? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? Kasi gusto niya, siya lang lagi ang maganda. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Can we use plants for vanity? Actually, I like to remove that word vanity because plants can really be used for health and wellness to improve our looks, be healthy, and happy. And that is not being vain if we make use of plants because we would like to be healthy, right? And to be happy and at the same time to help our environment. So the seminar will focus on the use of plants as alternative for commercial personal care products like the moisturizer, face mask, shampoo, hair growth, and so on. But I will limit my examples of plants to only a few. Okay? Kasi ang dami talaga ng mga yan. So, let's start with the personal care and beauty products. Yung lagi nating ginagamit sa pang-araw-araw. But my question is, Have you splurged on these luxury brands? Nung bata pa ako, I started with Avon, no? Avon. And then, nung nagkaroon ng kaunting pera, medyo nagle-level up yung mga brands na akong binibili. And I really have splurged on this one. Kaya lang, after some time, I decided not to buy them anymore. Kaya lang, meron pa rin nagre-regalo sa akin, no? Like especially my relatives, yung aking anak. So, if you will look at this, mga brands ay Garland, Chanel, La Mer, no? Pacha, Cliniques, Wasu, and men also make use of cosmetics. So, women, accordingly, well, I should include men here as well, huh? Put an average of 168 chemicals on their bodies every day. Okay? And in just 26 seconds, these chemicals enter our bloodstream through the largest organ of our body, which is the skin. So what's in your products? Let's take a good look at it. We use shampoo every day, but there are about 15 worrying chemicals in shampoos. For the eyeshadow, kung nag-eyeshadow, mga 26, no? Mga chemicals that we need to worry about. Lipstick, 33. Nail varnish, 31. Ang perfume, 250. Ang hairspray, hair gel, may mga mga 11 chemicals that we should be worried about. Yung blusher, 16. Foundation, 24. Deodorant, 15. Body lotion, around 32. And this could also increase. Yung number could also increase. Ngayon, there are toxins to avoid in commercial personal care products. Kasi marami ang mga fillers, no? Maraming mga chemicals which are carcinogenic and are not good for our health. Let me just give example here, the dimethicone, which the cosmetic industries love a lot. Kasi ito yung nagpapadulas ng sa buhok, no? Kaya lahat ng products contain silicone in the form of dimethicone and some other kind of silicone. Paraphenylene diamine or PPD can be found in all coloring, hair coloring products. Mercury, a kind of heavy metal, can also be found in personal care products, especially in whitening products. Methyl parabens are actually this is a kind of preservative. Marami ang klase ng parabens. Mga endocrine disruptors na tinatawag. And then yung mga nagpapabula sa ating mga shampoos, soaps, even the toothpaste, merong mga sodium lauryl sulfate and other kind or similar to this kind of products. So most grooming or beauty products are actually expensive. And the results are slow. Kasi kung mabilis ang epekto niyan, hindi tayo bibili ulit. Na? So, may technique yan eh. Hindi po pwedeng give away lahat. So, ang kailangan natin is to switch to natural, homemade beauty products and recipes, which we can find in our kitchen only. Na? Yung karamihan, makikita lamang sa ating kusina. Okay? So, alam nyo, our forefathers, our grandparents, okay? Yung mga ninunot natin, hindi naman nila alam yung mga clinic na yan, Lancome, Chanel, wala pa noong unang panahon, di ba? But they use plants already for traditional skincare. So, it is really important that we need to go back to the basics for our health and environment, following the footsteps of our forefathers. Okay? So there's no need really to spend money on expensive beauty products. Kasi, look at this list. This is just but a short list. Here are the plants and their beauty benefits. Nandiyan dyan yung mint, tea tree, jojoba, the rose, lavender, aloe is there. Lahat yan ay for skin, no? Okay. So, what I will be presenting are not merely folkloric in nature. Hindi lang ito dahil sabi-sabi o dahil kinagawian o ginagamit na dati, but these plants are backed by science. Yung kanilang health benefits, skincare benefits are or have been researched on. So una nating unahin ay yung sa hair care kasi gusto nating makip ang ating crowning glory. And before I lost already my crown, nawalan pa ako ng glory because of excessive use of hair colors and also yung pagpapakulot, no? Yung pagka-curl. Okay. So, ang number one sa aking list ay ang Entada fascioloides or gugo. Here are the benefits of gugo that we can find in all over the internet. It can promote thicker hair growth, it can soften hair strands, it can prevent hair fall and hair breakages, it can treat dandruff or itchy scalp, it can scalp or improve hair shine. It has anti-inflammatory properties as well. Ang gugo ay vine. So ang kinokolekta dito ay yung kanyang vine, no? Pinupukpok yan and then binadry to produce this harvested bark. Okay? So let's look at this article. Actually, naka-incorporate na dito yung, kasi ito ay current research and future prospects on Entada fascioloides, and they already mentioned here not only the health benefits, but the hair and skin benefits of gugo. Okay? Filipinos have been traditionally using gugo before the commercial shampoos were sold in the stores. So what is being done is that the shampoo, no, the gugo shampoo from the bark is soaked in water and then we rub it. We rub, kinukuskos, so that a lather could be produced, which we can use for cleansing our scalp. So gugo is also a favorite ingredient in hair tonics and shampoos, yung ating locally produced shampoos. A study of the Department of Science and Technology, this is our very own department, found that gugo prevents hair fall because it can stimulate the circulation of blood in our scalp, no? Dun sa blood vessels. So here are some examples of shampoo, and there are lots more, which contain gugo. Okay? Kaya lang, kasi ako mas gusto ko yung natural, no? Hindi na kailangan ng shampoo. I make use of the bark. I soak it in container like this, leave it for some time, few minutes. Yung dinadagdag ko tubig lukewarm, and then I rub together, no? Kinukusot-kusot para mabula. May sapon din kasi ang gugo. But take a good look. Ano pang mga kasama dito sa aking piniprepare aside from the bark? Ginagawa ko dito, ginugupit-gupit ko yan. I cut this to small pieces. I have here lemon juice. Actually, this is a citrus juice, yung kalamunding. And then I have here the strainer. Kasi pag kinusot, may mga strands na sumasama. Ayaw naman natin magkaroon ng kung ano-ano sa buhok natin from gugo. Okay? So, bakit merong juice? May calamansi. Kahit isa lang. Ang ginagawa ko niyan, after washing my hair with gugo and rinsing it, I finally rinse my hair with what do you call this one? Yung tabo, no? Yung isang container, small container with water, doon ko nilalagay yung calamansi juice or lemon, no? Whatever is available. But it should not be too acidic, na hindi dapat maasim yung tubig sa tabong paglalagyan ninyo, no? Dapat very very mild lang. Halos halos walang asim nga eh. And that is the final rinse that I use for my hair, for my face, and the whole body. No? Kapag tapos na akong magsabon, mag-shampoo nitong gugo ko, saka magsabon, yun, with the calamansi. Actually, my mother, no, before, when she was still alive, I always observe her carrying calamansi, mga 1 to 2 pieces of calamansi. And I was so curious. I was very young then. But her skin is so nice. No? Mamalit lang ang pores niya. And then when I asked her why she's bringing this calamansi, sabi niya, pang ano ko, final rinse. But of course, she did not explain any further. Dito kasi ang gugo, kaya din ako gumagamit, as this is astringent, it's bitter, no? So para ma-neutralize, saka yung mga ginagamit nating sabon sa katawan, which strips off the acid mantle of our skin, maganda ring merong calamansi. And then second in my list, no? Second bida ko for the hair ay ang aloe barbadensis. Ang old name ay aloe vera, which I will be using interchangeably for this purpose. So we call this sabila. The aloe is one of the earliest written mention with curative effects, which dated back in 2100 before Common Era, before the Common Era. And many have found that aloe vera has many uses, no? And this could be explained or partially explained because of its content, no? Composition. It contains about 75 active ingredients, including vitamins A, C, E, B12, and choline. So some nutrients that I have just mentioned have marked effect on hair quality and nutritional deficiencies of these nutrients can lead to hair loss. In other words, kayang isupply pala ng aloe yung mga nutrients that are needed by our hair because aloe contain these important vitamins and nutrients. Several researchers have suggested a positive correlation between aloe vera use and hair health. Okay, so this is one study wherein aloe vera is a potential herb and its medicinal importance. Dito sa article na ito, it was indicated the hair promoting qualities of aloe barbadensis. Hindi lang naman sa hair promoting, para rin sa ating skin. Ang alam karamihan kapag aloe, kapag napaso, no, we get burned, may mga burns na bandayan ng tubig, itinatapal yung fleshy portion ng aloe. And then, kapag may sunburn, ito rin yung magandang ilagay, yung aloe, no? Yung pinaka-gel nitong aloe. So, the role of aloe vera in hair growth are as follows. It can reduce hair fall. It can triggered by inflammatory scalp conditions. It can replenish and repair dry and damaged hair, and it can provide antimicrobial action. Okay? So ito pa yung another article. Talagang for hair loss treatment, aloe barbadensis, a plant of nutri-cosmetic interest. Okay? So because of the antioxidant properties, anti-inflammatory properties, the antifungal properties, this makes aloe barbadensis an excellent potential in anti-aging cosmetics and skin protection products. Okay, so aside from aloe or sabila, itong Phyllanthus ninuri o yung tinatawag natin sa Filipino or Tagalog na sampasampalukan, ito yung hitsura niya. This usually grows in our backyard along streets, no? Sa tabi-tabi lang ng kalye. And they found the hair growth promoting activity of Phyllanthus ninuri. No? So in this research, they concluded that petroleum ether extracts of Phyllanthus ninuri could be useful in the treatment of testosterone-induced alopecia by inhibiting 5-alpha reductase. Okay? Ano ba yung 5-alpha reductase? Pagka mataas kasi ang 5-alpha reductase, mas nai-induce yung panglulugo ng buhok. So ito, pinapakita, ito yung treated ng testosterone, ito yung treated ng extract, petroleum ether extract ng sampasampalukan or Phyllanthus ninuri. Tapos ito yung control where they added finasteride na may anti-hair loss property na compound. Okay? So kita naman, tumubo ang balahibo ng kanilang experimental animal. Okay? So Phyllanthus ninuri have also been found to have very high antioxidant properties. They could be very good for the health of our liver. It has antimicrobial like the savila. It can prevent gout, but this is more known for potential cure for kidney stones. Kaya ang tawag nga sa kanya ay stone breaker. And of course, this is also very good for the skin and it has hair growing properties. Kaya tama pala ang aking ginagawa, no? I mix this. I also use Phyllanthus ninuri sa aking buhok. So itong aking pang-apat na example for hair growth ay ang Andrographis paniculata, which most of you know as the serpentina. This is the king of bitters and it is also called sinta. Okay? Kilala kasi ang Andrographis paniculata for its anti-diabetic properties and treatment of metabolic syndromes like heart disease. Okay? But there is also skin and hair benefits of Andrographis paniculata, such as in this article. It says here the anti-aging properties of Andrographis paniculata by activation epidermal cell stemness. Okay, so ibig sabihin, if we use Andrographis or the serpentina that we call, it can increase the turnover of the skin cells. Okay? Dito nakalagay na naman, 5-alpha reductase inhibition and hair growth promotion of some Thai plants traditionally used for hair treatment, included dito yung Andrographis paniculata. Okay? And I researched that there is one hair promoting treatment. Commercially, they call it the hair 14, and one of the major components of this is Andrographis. Okay? So, tama, gaya ng binanggit ko, tama yung aking ginagawa. Ang pinaka-base ko kasi ay aloe. Lagi akong may aloe for my hair and for my skin. So, ang aking aloe blend ay either mix aloe vera, the gel, with Phyllanthus or the sampasampalukan, or I blend it with Andrographis or hibiscus flowers or the Clitoria ternaria or the so-called butterfly pea flowers, yung purple. Kasi lahat sila ay merong skin benefits and hair growing properties. Okay? So let's look for the herbs for skincare. Before I move to that, yung itong aloe barbadensis blend, ina-alternate ko yan sa aking the Google barks that I have in our house. And it's really very good, no? Talagang tumutubo yung mga baby hairs ko. So let's look at the best herbs for skincare. I will just mentioning a few, but there's a lot, no? In the textbooks, internet. Okay. Do you need to lighten your skin? Ito yung gusto nating laging mangyari. Tayo'y pumuti. Pero, hindi dapat ganun eh. Now, we should be comfortable in our own skin. But in case you would like to improve the color of the marks ng pimples, yung pigmentation, may mga skin lightening creams available in the market. But beware, most skin lightening creams are dangerous, yet this business is booming because so many would like to have fairer skin. And what is frightening, especially long time ago, kapanahunan pa ni Cleopatra, at saka nung pang sinauna, sila din ay conscious sa skin color. They're looking for things, products, plants, chemicals that can lighten the skin. And Cleopatra made use of mercury, combined in some kind of concoction to lighten the skin. And this one is also horrible because it contains arsenic, which is very toxic as well. So here in this commercial or advertisement, it says, a woman's face is her fortune. Okay? Dr. Sims, arsenic complexion wafers. And it says here, after a few days use, will permanently remove all blotches, moles, pimples, and freckles. Okay? So enhancing the look of the skin. Okay? So here are some skin lighteners which you can get from our kitchen or from the market. Citrus, lemon, calamansi, and so on. Nabanggit ko na yung calamansi kanina in conjunction with the use of Google. Actually, I use Google for my hair today. So here are some 10 lemon benefits for skin. I will just mention a few. It can lighten for skin lightening. It can reduce or shrink large skin pores. It can fade acne scars, discoloration and blemishes, regulates oily skin, and so on. So in other words, merong brightening effect ang mga citruses na calamansi, lemon. Now, before I proceed, ngayon, ang mga products, ina-avoid na talaga yung mga term na whitening, especially yung mga high-end like Shiseido, Lancome, Estee Lauder, wala na yung whitening. Pinalitan nila yon ng brightening na term para umiwas sa mga FDA and so on. Okay? So, may mga research-based. Why it's good to use citrus, lemon, calamansi for our hair, for our skin. Kasi anong meron sila? Vitamin C is the basic component of this citrus and lemon. And it is very good not only for skin health, but it can also induce the synthesis of collagen, which firms the skin. Okay, it gives that firming effect because of synthesis of collagen. And let's read on this one. Vitamin C, ascorbic acid, plays an important role in maintaining skin health and can promote the differentiation of keratinocytes and decrease melanin synthesis, leading to antioxidant protection against UV-induced photo damage. Kaya nakaka-lighten, nakaka-brighten ng skin if we make use of vitamin C para ma-prevent yung pag-form ng mga melanocytes, no? Yung mga brown blotches that we see on the skin. So, aside from citrus, lemon, yung mga calamansi, ang pangalawa ay aloe barbadensis. Remember, aloe barbadensis for the hair, now aloe barbadensis to lighten the skin pigmentation. It says here that there are chemicals in aloe which can have skin lightening properties. And these are the aloin and the alocin. Pero pag akong tatanungin nyo, yung ginagamit kong fresh na aloe barbadensis, ay pagkakat ko, I stand the aloe leaf, the fleshy leaf, for few minutes para lumabas o bumaba yung yellow sticky substance there. Kasi makati yun. Ito yung aloe. But it can be processed properly kasi marami yung medicinal properties ang aloe. Huh? So, it says in this source, aloe may reduce the appearance of hyperpigmentation. Ito yung nagda-darken, ano? By destroying existing melanin cells and preventing further formation of melanin in the skin. Okay, so this is an example ng pigmented, may hyperpigmentation and yung constant use niya na lighten yung skin. Okay, how about moisturizer? How many of you make use of moisturizer? Well, I do. Lalo na pagka umiidad, kailangan talagang maglagay ng moisturizer para na yung moisture ay hindi mag-evaporate na. Ano bang tawag natin dyan? Kailangan natin ng moisturizer to serve as barrier, no? Para yun, ma-prevent too much evaporation ng moisture from our skin. So, kung gumagamit kayo ng napaka-expensive because you can afford, well, that's fine. Pero may mga alternatives. You can make use of the virgin coconut oil. So, pwede din naman ng extra virgin olive oil. You can use jojoba oil, argan oil, rapeseed oil, or whatever you have. No, or we can find in the supermarket. Okay? Hindi naman kailangan madami nilalagay ng oil na para na tayong talagang nagmamamantikang first. Just enough to moisturize the skin. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. But don't forget the neck area and the shoulder area. Okay? So, let's go to the fermented skincare products. Ito yung new fad in skincare and anti-aging. Yes, properties ng skin. And I have here some examples of the fermented cosmetics, and they are very expensive. We have Japanese products like SK2, some Korean cosmetics with fermented rice. Okay? So, ang rice water ay hindi na new sa mga ibang culture. Several cultures make use of rice water and even the fermented rice to improve hair growth and to improve the appearance of the skin. Gaya ng mga Yao ethnics, gumagamit sila ng rice water for face and hair, no? As a wash. So, tingnan naman ninyo ang kanilang buhok. Sobrang ang hahaba. Nakakaingit sila talaga. Kasi ang fermented rice, cooling rice pastilles, they found na mataas ang antioxidant properties. You know, Malaysians, ang kanilang traditional powder na ginagamit and to prevent mga skin rashes, no? They make use of the so-called beda sejuk, I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. It's beta seju, parang silent yata yung K, And they found that the beta seju can reduce, the effect of UVB. Okay? So meron siyang sunblock properties. Kinumpare nila yung effectiveness ng indica as well as the japonica or japonica. Okay? So in this this is another study at tinignan nila yung fatty acid component ng pinaka-bedacidude, yung cold rice pastilles, yung fermented rice, at saka yung pinagbabara na tubig. And they were able to found that yung rice powder, yung fermented rice, has high amount of fatty acids. Out of 37 fatty acids, ang bedacidude, the fermented rice, contain 17 of the 37 fatty acids. Bakit importante ito? Kasi itong mga top notches, top 3 of the 17, linoleic acid, palmitic acid, oleic acid, they all provide a protective barrier and they can hold moisture and play an important role in preventing skin problem, and it can promote skin healing. Ito pa, may mga amino acids, okay, which are beneficial for the skin as well. 17 out of the 20 known amino acids meron sa fermented rice. Okay? So rice is used by Asians for centuries for beautiful skin, for whitening and clearing, to improve the texture, the radiance, and the firmness, for spot control and wrinkle resilience. It can also help in speeding up the drying of the chicken pox, acne, pimples, and the fermented rice, if used as a mask, can tighten pores. Kaya meron din siyang mga anti-aging properties, and in the study that I have shown you earlier, meron siyang sunblock properties. So here are some of my fermented rice fermented cold rice pastilles that I have made personally for use. Okay? Ito pa yung isang batch na aking nagawa. I soaked it for last May 2021, pero na-harvest ko lang nitong August 30, 2022. You can store this for as long as you want. The longest stored fermented rice called pastilles ay 20 years, more than 20 years, and still very good and potent. Okay? Basta properly dried, properly dried. So how long can you ferment the rice? It could be as short as 1 month, then 3 months, 6 months on an average. Ako, nakakalimutan ko kasi, kaya umaabot ng taon. But let me inform you that the longer or the prolonged fermentation of the rice is more beneficial. The longer you ferment it, the longer you steep it, na nakababad, the longer or the more antioxidants it would contain and other skin benefits. So here are the ways to use cold powder. The cold rice powder pastilles, you can use it as a face mask. Dissolve this with few drops of water. Make sure that the consistency is like yogurt. Dapat hindi runny. Dapat may spread. May spread, but not runny. You can leave it on the face for 20 to 30 minutes or even overnight. And then you can wash this with water after you have placed the mask. And then other than water, if you would like to add some additives, You can add turmeric. Turmeric powder or the turmeric itself is really very good for skin brightener. You can add lemon juice. You can add a teaspoon of honey or depende sa dami ng ginawa nyo, you can add more honey. Okay? So, ito yung aking preparation. Medyo nabawasan na yan, but the consistency really should be not runny or too thick. The other way you can use the cold rice pastils is as foot deodorizer. You can place a small amount of water. You can spread that in between toes and leave overnight or leave for a few hours and rinse with water afterwards. Okay. The other way is to is as a leave-on powder to prevent skin irritation. Pwede yang ilagay in between thighs. Disclaimer lang, hindi ko yan hita ha. Okay. So, the fermented cold rice pastilles are very safe for adults kasi rice lang yan eh. Fermented rice, wala nang ibang fillers. If they are safe for adults, they are safe for children too. Yung mga nagkakaroon ng mga buni ba ang tawag doon, yung dahil sa sobrang init, kakaroon ng buni, what do you call that one? Yung sa mga bata, the fermented rice powder is really very good. Okay, so the question is, shall I now throw my powders, BB cream, moisturizers, and so on? Tatapon nyo na ba kaagad? Of course not. Ang dapat nyo lang itapon ay yung mga fake, yung mga imitations, and those with very poor quality na mga products, cosmetics. And the expired ones, don't make use of the expired ones, just throw them away. Okay? And start winning yourself from the use of these cosmetics which contain worrying chemicals because they are stressors. They are bad for our health kasi many of these toxins are carcinogenic. So this is my take home for you. It does not need to be expensive to attain attractive and healthy skin. Returning to the traditions that have stood the test of time is what we need. So that ends my seminar and thank you for listening.